Hey, beautiful people. We finally made it. I am Dr. Sade Wayadu, and I am a digital brand strategist. And my goal is to help women entrepreneurs develop profitable online courses and digital products. And we are like almost 7 days away from the Big Deal Conference. Girl, your brand's a big deal. June 9th, 10th, and 11th in Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, Ryan. So Ryan's here to have a conversation with me about Facebook ads. Yesterday, I was showing some of my private clients behind the scenes of my Facebook ads manager and how much money I've spent since being in business. So I'm looking forward to having a conversation with the person who spends a lot of my money, who spends a lot of my money. I see them invoices coming out. Them note Facebook, Facebook,
Them
Facebook.
non come quick.
Look at my face now. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Thank you to all the beautiful people who are here. If you're new to the broadcast, welcome. My name is Dr. Sade Wayadu. I'm a digital brand strategist. I help women entrepreneurs build brand and market digital programs, products, and services because I believe you should teach what you know and get paid well for it. And I'm here with Ryan McCrary. Introduce yourself, Ryan.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing amazing. I am Ryan McCrary, also known as the Funnel Doctor. We help creative entrepreneurs grow and scale online using sales funnels and paid traffic. So definitely want to talk about Facebook ads tonight, Instagram ads, just traffic in general. Traffic is not just doing Facebook ads. There's many different ways to do it. We love Facebook ads. If you see Sade's ads, I'm the master behind that. Like she said, them 900 invoices from Facebook come pretty quick.
Them 100 invoices that Facebook has sent. I'm like, hey, Lucinda. Hey, girl, I've been seeing you on the Instagram. I love you, Lucinda. Hey, Jeff. I know, when you see the people in the timeline, you got to say hello to them. Facebook ads I'm looking at ads and people are saying how to get leads, how to do all these things without running ads. And I'm like, how are you telling us not to run ads when you running an ad? Like,
Right.
I really want to run an ad like that. I think you should. Like, how you telling people not to run Facebook ads, but you're behind this post says sponsored post. So can we talk about, I've spent over $100,000 on Facebook ads. I saw it. I got the screenshots to prove it.
Pause. Say that again for the people in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like how much money you spend in Facebook ads that you invest into your marketing, that you invest in your business, because sis, your brand is a big deal. Go ahead.
Why did I give Facebook like a six-figure salary? What was I thinking? Over $114,000 in Facebook ads. And I will be 100% honest. My answer is I should have spent more. Because if I think about what I made in that time frame, they only gave me from about 2019 to right now, and it was $114,000, and I was like, dang it, I screwed up.
I'm like, you got me looking. I'm looking like, how much have I spent?
Because if I would have spent that $100K it 3 years ago, where would my business be? If I would have spent that $100K in a month time or 6 months, where would my business be? We would be at millions. I played games. So now, the price is kind of high on these ads. Right. iOS, Life, Rona, things have changed. And I'm like, dang it. Every time I make an investment in Facebook ads, I'm always thinking to myself, like, I should have spent more money because I could have reached more people. And I think about the impact. I think about the visibility that I could have had if I would have just believed in myself a little bit faster. So, what do they say? When is the best time to plant a tree? It was 20 years ago. When the best time to plant a tree now?
Today.
Now. So talk about that. When do entrepreneurs know, or people, when is it the best time for them to run Facebook ads? Because even for me, when I have clients, I don't tell them to run ads immediately. Right. So I would love to hear, feel the same way. Monique says she feel the same. Listen, we would have got in 2014, 2015, man, we'll be at 10 million plus. We'll be at more. So, when should people get into paid advertising? It doesn't have to be Facebook ads specifically, but when should we be having these conversations or looking to invest in paid advertising?
Great question. And I just put up my numbers. I'm like, you got me curious. I could go to May of 2019. I've spent $78,000.
We got more money to spend, Brand. Ryan.
We do. So I'm like, so between us both, we almost spend almost $200,000 on Facebook ads. So I think
That should have been the name of this live stream. After
right.
spending $200,000, we're gonna do another one, part 2.
Right. So we might know a little bit about Facebook ads, you know, maybe a little bit. So to answer your question, I always say this, like anytime someone asks me that, once you have proof of concept first, I'm gonna say that again. Once you have proof of concept first, Facebook ads are not a substitute for something that people don't want to pay for in the marketplace. You know what I'm saying? So once you have some organic traffic or organic sales for all my e-com brands, they may be out vending. So there might be an event or some type of trade show or expo. And like, I'm out there, like, I know people are buying this. I know my avatar. Every time I'm vending, I sell out. So then it's like, okay, well, how can I do more online? How can I reach more people? You can only make a certain amount if you're vending or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're capped at a certain amount of money. But if you translate that online and you want to blow that up, what I say, pouring gas on the fire, because you already got proof of concept. You already know people are wanting what you have to offer. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. Like, you definitely don't want to just do ads. You want to already get some traction. You want to have some organic sales. You want to know who your avatar is. And ads are to get more people in front of it, more visitors, more eyeballs. But you already know this is something that people want to pay for in the marketplace.
Listen, proof of concept is a valuable business concept. It just doesn't work on the internet streets. It works in life. So you got to have proof of concept. Like, Facebook ads are not going to make your life better if you got a whack product, you don't have a clear audience, and you don't have a sales system in place. So it's not the beginning. It is the fuel to your fire. You got the fire and you want to add some gasoline to it. That's what paid advertising does. And a lot of times people just think it's going to be a remedy for systems that are not in place. So I'm glad that you said that. What are some tips that you would recommend for people who are running paid ads, whatever platform it is, in 2020? What year is this? 2022.
Know your numbers. That's really the secret behind, and there's a lot of other stuff, of course. But especially in the certain climate that we are in, like, you really, really got to know your numbers. That is the secret to life. You see somebody like, how are they always running ads? I'm always seeing their ads. How can they sustain their ads? How many of y'all run ads? Then after a few weeks or a month or whatever, like, I got to cut these off. I can't sustain my budget. It's not seeing the ROI and everything like that. So you really got to know your numbers. You really got to understand the back end game. You know what I mean? And understanding, like, your cost per click, your cost per lead, your return on ad spend, like, really understanding that. Because once you know your back end numbers, there's a saying, you know this, Sade, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. So what that means is you have to know your back end numbers and know, okay, if I spend $5,000 on Facebook ads, how many leads would that generate me? If I'm doing lead gen, how many of those leads do I need to convert? And how much will I make on my bottom line? So if I know I spend $5,000, I get 1,000 leads at $5 or whatever, and I convert to 10% of them, 100 leads or whatever, just use easy numbers, and I make 10,000. So like, okay, I'm spending 5 to make 10. Of course, you have other COGS, you have other costs, cost of goods sold, you have other things to fulfill a product or service. So you have other numbers that you have to factor into it, but you need to understand, if I spend this money on ads, how much will I make back? And once you know that,
I make back. So what really turned on the ads light bulb for me was two people, one person recently and one person a couple of years ago. One was, Facebook ads are a legal flip. I was like, I was hood adjacent, okay? Just ask me about my past life before I became Dr. Adu. And I was like, okay, I get it. We just put some money in. We have a sales system that works prior to putting the money in. And then we have an expectation to make more than what we put in. And the reality is, you make money faster than putting it in a savings account. I got high interest savings account and I'm making pennies on $1 versus you're putting in $1 in Facebook. Even if you're getting back $1.50, you're making way more than you would have just made saving it in that account. And some of us really need to bet on ourselves. I'm talking to myself. I ain't talking to nobody else. Okay. I'm talking to myself. Bet on ourselves and just go in. So for me, going into this next month, this next month I'm decreasing my ad spend, but I'm increasing it going into July 1st because I just know now is the time. Like, I don't want to be here another year regretting what I did not do when it came to paid advertising, when there's people that need to see you. There's eyeballs that can be transformed from your programs and services. Like, when I look at some of the experts and gurus and I'm like looking at their ad spends, you realize we're not even playing in the game. We feel like, oh, people be like, oh, I spent $50. I be like,
can we touch on budget for a minute? And I want to get your thoughts, because you work with a lot of brands, a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs. You know, when somebody like, all right, do my ads, but I just want to do $10 a day, or I want to do $20 a day, or I want to do even $30, $40, $50 a day, which really ain't that much. What's your thoughts on like people trying to do these low budgets and like everything like that? Because it really is annoying to me.
Everything got to be attached to strategy. So there is these ideas, like there's some people in the marketplace that talk about $1 a day. They talk about $5 a day. There's a strategy, but the people who are asking for that 9 out of 10 times are not following those specific frameworks or strategies. They're looking to, those strategies are like a long game to have an ad on forever. And you're really running up either video views or brand awareness, where you're trying to get people to just know who you are and claim a stake in the marketplace. It's not a conversions or really a sales ad.
Right.
That's where people mess up at. It's not a lead gen, and it's not a conversion-based ad. This ad is because I just want as many people as possible to see me and hopefully remember me, so that when I run an ad to convert them into a paid program, a challenge, whatever the case is, a live event, because the Girl Your Brand's a Big Deal conference coming up to bigdeal.com. Get your tickets. We have live stream and in-person tickets. You want to be there. You want to be there because conversations like this will be happening. Okay, back to what we were talking about now. I forgot. You know, I had to put the plug in. Join us.
Don't remind me about, sad that I'm going to have to miss.
Listen, Ryan, like, we're not going to talk about, you know, how Ryan has stood me up multiple times.
multiple. How
we can't let the people into our business. No.
You just came to Philly. That was not intentional, though.
Oh, so you want to tell the people what happened?
No.
I'm at the train station, looking lost now.
I still make sure you was good, though.
I had a good time in Philly by myself. I walked around. I got my nails done. I had a real good time. I got this wig in Philly. Oh, I made the most of the experience, okay? That lady made sure I looked like something before I got back to Jersey. So shout out to whoever that lady was, whatever street I was on. You got to make the most out of situations. And that's really the key. And that's the thing I would say about Facebook ads too. Like, it's data. I took a class and the person was like, you know, how do you overcome this fear of investing in paid advertising? Because you'll look at the money that they're taking out your account. You're like, whoo, you just want to breathe. And it's like, you're going to get feedback. It's not a failure. It's feedback. So when something is not working, it encourages us to try some new things. So like, I'm doing ads that I normally don't do to an event. And I'm like, our ads are not doing what I need them to do, but they, at the same time, they are, right? They're increasing brand visibility. They're letting people know that we have programs, products, and services that may not have never experienced me before. And what I understand is if people don't invest and buy today, they could be ready to invest and buy a year from today.
Right.
So you got to think about it. Is this a short-term kind of situation that you're in, or you're in a long-term business goal? What is your goal long-term? So with Facebook ads, sometimes just the fact of having them on creates the visibility that you need so people can see you. I'm looking at other people's events and things like that. And a lot of people that sometimes they have on these stages, they running Facebook ads. How did they find these people? Because they probably saw an ad. So sometimes your marketing is going to have other effects that you don't even realize because you decided to amplify your message and be visible. So what advice would you give somebody who's thinking about running their own ads or working with somebody to run their ads?
Yeah, I would say first, we're running your own ads. listen, unless you're an expert, unless you know what you're doing, do not run your own ads. You're going to waste too much time and money. We as entrepreneurs, we ain't got no time or money to waste. Every time I do like presentations and stuff like that, like I always go over this, I go over every single thing you should be measuring if you're running your own ads. So of course, like your budget, how many clicks did you get? What was your cost per click? What was your click-through rate? If you're doing leads, how many leads did you get? What was your cost per lead? What was your CPMs? If you're doing purchases, how many sales did you get? What was your ROAS, your return on ad spend? And doing all that based on different audiences, different ad sets, different ads, different copy, different videos, different images, like literally, and that's just scratching the surface. So unless you're prepared to do that and look at these numbers and make adjustments and optimizations, don't run your own ads. So if you are going to hire someone, hire an expert, I do say know enough to be dangerous because you don't want someone to take advantage of you.
It is very important that you know something about ads, even if you don't run them.
Right.
That is super important.
Oh, yeah, your CPM is this. And if you're like, I don't know, anything you talk about is all like a foreign language, you leave the door open for someone to take advantage of you. So I would say know enough to an extent. But at the same time, unless you are an expert, unless you have the time and money to actually analyze everything accurately, you're going to waste too much time and money, especially now it's getting even harder than it was. I would strongly suggest you get with an expert.
So what are some other paid advertising platforms that you're looking into that you think we should keep our eyes and ears to the streets to potentially advertising on?
Good question. We definitely looking at TikTok a lot more closely. Probably actually going to start rolling it out soon. We're going to be partnering with someone to fulfill that. Definitely keep posted on that, Sade. So that's one of the big ones, of course. Also depends on your audience. If you have more professional avatar and everything like that, I definitely strongly suggest LinkedIn, or something like that. Also, when we say Facebook ads, we are talking about Instagram as well. Because Facebook owns Instagram. If you do any Instagram ads, you're doing it through Facebook Ads Manager and stuff like that. So Facebook and Instagram are intertwined. Other than that, I don't know. I guess you could do Snapchat or like other stuff like that. But as far as just a holistic traffic approach, I would say connecting with other people that have your avatar on their list. So it could be someone where it's like you can get them to send an email out for you. You can get on someone's podcast. They could do an Instagram story for you. It could be an influencer. It could be doing something in a Facebook group. Like there are so many other mediums and ways to get in front of people. It's not just running Facebook ads. It's thinking about, okay, who else has my dream customers or people that I'm looking for on their list? There's like the Dream 100 concept that I know but other people may not be familiar with it. But that's really how I like to look at the whole traffic approach. Is like, all right, how can I get on someone's podcast? How can I do something in the Facebook group? How can I get you to send an email out for me? How can I go to a live event and speak? How can I go to a networking event? How can we do an Instagram live and I can get in front of your audience? Stuff like that. Having a holistic traffic approach with Facebook ads and stuff intertwined as well.
Awesome. So I want to make sure we're here so we can definitely invite you to the Girl Your Brand's a Big Deal conference, June 10th and 11th in Atlanta, Georgia. We do have, what is it called? Live stream tickets. I can't remember. We do have live stream tickets available. We're going to be talking about marketing and branding and other traffic sources. So if you are someone who's an expert, you're a coach or a speaker, you are a small business owner and you want more visibility, your business is important and more people should know about it, join us in Atlanta, June 10th and 11th at the Big Deal Conference. There are some general admission tickets available. VIP is done, but we got general admission and we have live stream tickets. So you can join us from anywhere from around the world. We have people flying in from different places, even Jamaica. Somebody bought a ticket from Jamaica like a couple of weeks ago. All right. I'm like, all right, we're supposed to be going there. You coming to us, but I'm going to accept it. I accept my blessings. So we are excited to have you. We're going to figure out, I think we need another session about this, Ryan. We're going to try to synchronize our watches. Our watches have been out of sync this year. We're going to figure out how to synchronize them so that there can really be some kind of conversation about Facebook ads. What I was envisioning, like some kind of like a specific funnel, and maybe there's like a funnel weekend. I don't know. Where people come and leave with a specific funnel done. So
I like that. Y'all would like something like that. Drop a comment down. Let us know.
Leaving with a funnel done. You leave with the whole sequence. Your emails, they're done. You create your Facebook ads there, they're done. So you're ready to turn it on and start analyzing and generating leads in real time. That's what I've been thinking about. Of course, I ain't gonna run the Facebook ad part, but that has been an idea.
She said,
Okay.
please. Sade, we got to do that ASAP. For real.
Somebody said, please.
Listen, you need to do that, seriously. Like, you leave with a whole done funnel.
Yeah.
And your ads and stuff, strategy and everything
Like,
set up.
get it done, the strategy, and really, I mean, because, you know, these native ads are working as well. And I'm like, people just need to get their feet wet. That those experiences like that have been some of the most beneficial for me, where we can get stuff done in real time. So I really want to encourage you guys. I'm pumped and excited. If you know that you need to be in a space with like-minded individuals, you need to take it to the next level. Get in our space. Join us. Join me at the conference. Join Ryan there in spirit. He's there in spirit.
Don't talk about it, please. Very upset that I will not be there.
Oh, he's there in spirit. So make sure you
We're
join
going to do
us.
it again. We definitely doing this versus, this paid versus organic versus.
Hey, you ain't supposed to be telling the secrets of what's supposed to happen, Ryan.
Y'all like it. I was just playing.
It's going to happen, but that's going to happen too. I just postponed it to 2023.
No, we doing it in 2022. I already told you.
What?
Fall.
Everyone's like, what are they talking about? We speak in our own separate language. Okay, right. So make sure, well, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Make sure you grab your tickets. Get there if you can be there in person. We have some people, it's been a couple of people who have.
Let's do a little teaser at TSP when we are there. I say we
well,
do.
Tell me what day so I can have some makeup done. So I can look
I'm
like
coming on Tuesday, what, the 21st? I think I'm coming. So
I think I bought my ticket, my flight. I think
you just posted you bought it. Was that for this week or next week?
That was for my conference. I don't listen. You know, I mean flights and
yeah. I'm like next week.
I don't even know what day of the week it is half the time.
That's all right though.
But you know what? I'm good. I'm excited about the conference. Let me tell you, we've been on tour. It's been a lot going on, and I have a lot to share and a lot to pour into people. Oh, it looks like I did buy something. Oh no, I didn't. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I didn't buy my ticket yet. My flight. I guess I should.
Well, yeah, let's do it.
Flights are expensive.
So Kiera, we do it. Do a little teaser.
Yeah, we can. We should plan for something like that. We should. Let Kiera direct it, or let Monray direct it. I think it'll be fun.
Or Alyssa, or her and Alyssa, whatever.
All right, we get the whole crew to direct it, and we'll just figure out some kind of joint thing. That's another thing. Like, looking at other traffic sources, there's other people that you can connect with and collaborate with that will happily share their audience with you, especially if it's in alignment. You got your ticket? Awesome. Join us. I mean, I'm going to be living in Atlanta for the month of June, you know? So get your tickets to the Big Deal Conference. What is it called? Girl, your brand's a big deal. The Big Deal Conference. Clearly, I'm tired. I told Ryan I needed a nap. But make sure you make it. Tell us, Ryan, why your brand's a big deal as we wrap up in the next 2 minutes, because I got to run to my next meeting about the conference. So why is your brand a big deal? Let the people know.
Because I put everything into it. Like, to me, like, that's my life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, my brand feeds me, my family. Like, that's to create a legacy. Like, that's to change the lives of other people and all the clients we work with. So it's like, there's so many reasons why it's a big deal, because it's like so many factors into it. Like, it's not just the funnel factor and it's a big deal. We are officially trademarked too, by the way.
I saw that.
Just to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I guess I got to change the logo and put the R next to it or something like that. But for me, it's not just like, oh, this is my brand, just to have a brand and have a website and a domain. Like, no, like, this is my life. You know what I mean? This is impacting the lives of me, myself, my children, my family, and others. So it's definitely a big deal. We've already helped tons of people. We've helped people make millions of dollars. I've helped, myself make close to millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's definitely a big deal, and it's literally how you leave a legacy and impact other people.
I love how other people are attached to this and why it's a big deal. And that's why it's so important for us, for me, to share out and make sure people are there, because I believe that there's powerful things that are going to happen and that are going to transpire in this season. And it's really going to require people to step their game up. And it's going to require us to step our game up as well. So I am excited. I want to say thank you so much, Prairie, for being here. The Funnel Doctor, trademarked TM. And
yeah.
everyone, make sure that you are investing in yourself in this season, that you're taking it to the next level. And we cannot wait to see you at the Girl Your Brand's a Big Deal conference. So I'm going to my meeting with the team about this conference. So I will see you guys in Atlanta. Make sure you get your tickets. Live stream tickets are still available. Thank you so much, Ryan. Everybody have a great day. And we will do this. There will be a part 2. We got to continue this conversation.
Save this live too so I can reshare it.
All right. I will save it.
All right.
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. I think I gave people the wrong link. Okay. I'm going to save it. Goodness gracious. Multitasking.